What the fuck is up, YouTube? When you have all the facts, then you can make decisions to be mad about something or not. Another thing, if this is just a decision Nintendo made, let's say it's a strategy, 100%. It's a decision. A lot of people, well, the people that I see that are most upset or mad or, ready to give up on Nintendo, they're the same people that said the same shit about Splatoon. Nintendo told you there was new free content coming after the game launched, and then in August, a big update adding new game modes and features. They told you right up front. They didn't just drop the game and you go out and buy it and, oh, there's only 5 maps. No, they told you. The people that paused and said, you know what? I know Nintendo's going to deliver. They're not going to lie to us. We're going to get this stuff. I'll buy the game now. I'll get good. As I'm getting new content, I'm getting better at the game. Some people said, I'll wait till August. Whatever. But it seems like a lot of the same people who are mad about this E3 decision are the ones that were mad about Splatoon. The same people complain about the Splatoon commercials, how they weren't going to work. They're not geared towards the right audience, Nintendo. How'd that work out? Well, Splatoon at 4-something million, higher than Halo 5. Yep. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Also, the same people who've been clamoring for Nintendo to have new leadership when Iwata was in charge, making all these bad decisions, and the Wii U was all his fault, and blah, blah, blah. We need new leadership. These same people who couldn't even wait 24 hours after Iwata's, the announcement of Iwata's passing to start talking about the hope for the future with new leadership, new blood at Nintendo. They couldn't even fake their grief for 24 hours before they were already looking forward to Iwata's replacement. Same people complaining right now about E3. People that were cautiously excited about Kimishima. Ooh, he's not a goofball. He's serious. He's a businessman. Nintendo's going to be going in the right direction. Well, if this was just a strategic decision, guess who made it? Your new blood. Your Iwata replacement that you were so looking forward to, even though you may have actually been sad about his passing. It got pushed to the side as soon as you thought of new leadership. So Kimishima makes a decision. Maybe that's why you're upset, because the guy you put your faith in made a decision you didn't like. So maybe that's where all this is stemming from. So let's get on to assumptions, and the assumption that's bugging me, really. I mean, it's just, I just want to slap people. This assumption that Nintendo is just stupid and the NX isn't going to be at E3 because Nintendo's just dumb. They just don't know any better. They don't realize E3 is the biggest stage, the biggest gaming convention. They're just dumb. That's not a fact. That's a pretty big ass assumption. You don't think that they factored in everything there is thinking about showing off this new system? You don't think they thought about E3 2011? Revealing the Wii U with basically some tech demos and New Super Mario Bros. Wii, like one stage? You don't think they thought about that? You don't think there's a possibility that the hardware final form isn't finalized? Or that they didn't have enough time to put together game demos for every game they'd like to show? Is it possible that they haven't decided on the final controller design? I mean, we're 11 months out. I think everything's got to be pretty close. They could hide the system if they weren't finalize the actual design of the system. They could hide it. The controller, I'm pretty sure at this point, would be done. And even manufacturing could be started. We don't know. It's probably safe to assume that some of it has to be finalized. But are are the games ready? Are demos, enough games in demo form to show and have people play, have it playable at E3? Would you show the NX at E3 2016 if you didn't have all the games ready for demos? If the hardware wasn't 100% ready? They've already tried that. Didn't work out. So you have to think about it. Don't just think about the one first answer, the first possible thing pops into your head. There had to have been numerous factors. You don't think Nintendo knows E3 is a big deal to people in America especially? You don't think they know it's our Christmas? So if you think that it's just strategy or Nintendo's decision solely, all the games are ready, the system's ready, but they just decided not to because they're dumb. Guess what? That makes you dumb. And if it's true, then they have a reason. And maybe we'll find that reason. Maybe when we see the NX, we're like, oh, that's why you didn't want to have it in with all the other commotion with E3. Or maybe we'll be like, really? You could have showed that at E3. Like, we don't know. So that's my point. We don't fucking know. So don't jump to conclusions. Don't get angry. I'm just giving up on Nintendo. They've disappointed me so much in the past. I'm just numb to it now. Sound like a kid who didn't get the gift he wanted for Christmas. Pouting or angry. The difference is your parents told you you're going to get your item. Let's say it's a VR headset or something. You're going to get it. You're just not going to get it at Christmas because of reasons, financial or whatever. You'll have to wait a couple months after Christmas. And you're still pouting. You're still stomping on the ground. You're still crying. But Mommy, all my friends are getting their VR headsets on Christmas morning, and that's the biggest time of the year to get gifts. Are you fucking kidding me? You know you're getting it. You're just not getting it when you wanted it. And like I said, we don't know how this is going to play out. They might show the NX. It might not be just the most amazing thing. It may not work out. We'll have to wait and see. But they might show it, and it might be like, oh, now I see. It all makes sense why they waited. We don't know, just like with Zelda. If Zelda's just that much of a game changer, then it makes sense they want to show that in all its glory and not have anything else distracting it. You don't think there's going to be a Nintendo Direct either right before E3 or right after with all the 3DS games that are coming? Seriously, what are you going to tune into if they had, let's say they had Metroid Prime Federation Force, Dragon Quest still might be there for Square Enix. I don't know. There still might be a booth for that. And Capcom will probably have Monster Hunter, whatever that one's called. But just Nintendo shows that, and then, oh yeah, here's Zelda, and it's the most amazing game you've ever seen. What are you going to remember? So, like I said, let's wait and see. If Zelda's disappointing, then yeah, it's going to look real bad. But I'm not going to say one way or the other at this point. I'm going to look at both sides of the coin, both possible outcomes, and think about it and discuss it. But I'm not just going to go, oh, it's heads. No matter what, it's going to be heads. I know Nintendo's screwed up so much, it's going to be bad. So again, perspective, wisdom tells you to wait. Yeah, you don't want to wait. Yeah, it sucks that all this awesome Nintendo information, games, new hardware, you got to wait longer. Nobody is saying that they're not disappointed. They weren't looking forward to seeing the next 3D Mario game, possibly Metroid or Retro's new game. To have to wait longer for that sucks. No, I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to sit here and defend that. Other than think about why. Why would they do something like that? And it might be because they're dumb. Or it might be because they're really smart. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see. Now, if they had released Splatoon and we barely got anything new and it took forever and they delayed a bunch of the content, yeah, I wouldn't have trust for Nintendo. But they didn't do that. They did what they said. They did what they said at E3 2015. They told us exactly what to expect. Nobody believed it. And they got all butthurt because they didn't get what they wanted. They told us. They told us NX was going to be discussed in 2016. I trust that that's going to happen. They reiterated that. Other than games getting delayed, like before they actually, like Zelda. Zelda always gets delayed. I thought it would come out this holiday for whatever reasons. Reasons I don't know yet. Maybe we'll never know, but maybe we will. They pushed it to March to have a simultaneous release on NX. So we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. So basically, to wrap this up, E3 is not irrelevant. And the NX reveal is going to be huge no matter when it happens. So don't even deny that. Oh, but the biggest conference in video gaming is still E3, and they're not going to show it. That means they're weak. No. Whatever it means, whether they're not ready, the hardware's not ready, the games aren't ready, or they just made a strategic decision, thought it would be better to show it another time, we'll have to wait and see. But it's still going to get the same coverage. It's going to get the same amount of hype. And I guess it's just the people who their lives revolve around E3. Like that's, it's awesome. I love the time of E3, even when it's disappointing. The anticipation for E3 is always good. But you don't always get what you want. It doesn't always work out. And I can accept that Nintendo, at this point, I don't know, they probably have another chance if the NX don't work, but what I'm saying is all the stakes are high. They're really freaking high. So if you don't think they've weighed every decision to come to their conclusion that led them to the NX not being at E3, if you don't think they've lost sleep, you don't think Kimishima had a tough pill to swallow to tell the shareholders the NX isn't launching this year, and it's not going to be even revealed at E3. If you think that was an easy decision or just a bad decision based on stupidity or lack of understanding, because, you're 20 years old, you know what's best. You know that the NX has to be at E3 to be a success. You know that. Don't know how you know that, but you know that. So basically, to end this kind of rant, and one of my first non-live videos that I've made in a long, long time, because I wanted to make sure that I covered everything. And I think I did. So to final thoughts or final words, this isn't me. Oh, it's okay, Nintendo fans. Let me rub your back. It's okay. The NX is going to be cool. It's okay it's not at E3. This is just me giving you my perspective into all the narrow-minded people who can't look past their own personal feelings and the fact that E3 is not going to be as hyped up as they wanted it to be. This is just my perspective. Think about it. Nintendo's got a lot on the line. You don't think this decision was made with many factors coming into play? You don't think they had many very smart people involved in this decision? If you don't, then you just might as well stop being a Nintendo fan. If you think they're that stupid and incompetent, then just stop being a Nintendo fan. Go play your Xbox Ones and your PS4s. I've been a multi-console owner since 1999. That hasn't stopped me from being a Nintendo fan. I got a gaming PC. When there's a third-party multi-plat that I'm interested in, I buy it. That doesn't stop me from being a Nintendo fan. I haven't been infected by online features that I was playing in 2003 that suddenly, oh my God, this is a game changer, Nintendo needs to do this. I'm so used to, like, over that. Like, that happened already. Like, you know, it's completely off topic, but to just now realize that's cool shows that you've only been playing Nintendo basically for a long time. And whereas I've been playing a lot of other things, and I'm used to buying multiple systems, so I guess maybe that's why my perspective on things is different. I never expected the Wii U to be the one system I would need to own to have every game I wanted to play. If you thought that you could buy one system in this day and age and have every game you wanted to play, then just sell all your systems and go do something else, because you have the wrong hobby. If you think that one device is going to give you every game you want, you're telling me that a PS4 only owner isn't envious when he sees Halo 5 or Gears of War or even Quantum Break for some people, or when they see Smash Brothers or Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, that they're not envious? They don't have every game they want to play. I freaking guarantee it. So why should Nintendo have every game you want to play? They're not going to have Uncharted. They're not going to have Gears of War. They're not going to have Forza. They're not going to have God of War. There's not a system on this earth that's going to have every game you want to play. PC gamers, oh, I could emulate that game. Yeah, years down the road you might be able to emulate a bunch of games. But that's different. You can't get them day one. You can't be playing all these new games. You're missing out. Are you getting Uncharted 4, PC owners? Don't tell me you didn't see the accolades trailer and read the reviews. You want that game. You want to play it. You're jealous. Game looks amazing graphically. I don't know about the gameplay. You want to play it. Gears of War 4. You probably want to play it. How many non-Nintendo fans talked about Bayonetta 2? You want that game. So anyway, that's completely opposite little mini rant. I just had to get it off my chest. I'm just sick of these Nintendo fans, quote unquote Nintendo fans. It's like this is their first time being a Nintendo fan. I've lived through 8 console generations. I've seen it all. I've seen the rise and fall of Sega. I've seen the Atari Jaguar try to be a 64-bit console and fail miserably. I've seen the Virtual Boy fail miserably. I've seen the Game Gear require like ridiculous, I forget how many batteries, and it lasts like 2 hours. I mean, I've seen it all, and I'm still a Nintendo fan. I'm still a gamer. I still buy multiple systems. I'll tell you right now, I will have a PS4 at some point in time. Don't know when. I'll have one. Xbox One, maybe not, because I have a PC and a lot of games are coming there. So anyway, that's it for this rant. It's going on 40 minutes. Hopefully you tuned in, and let me know what you think. If I offended anyone, then good. Because if I offended you, then I was talking to you. With that, this is Terminator Juice. We'll see you on the next video.